Good evening, brothers and sisters. I testify to give honor and glory to the Lord. In prophecy, the Lord told me that the enemy wanted to harm me, and he made me sick. He gave me terminal cancer. So I went to the doctor, and through the tests, they ran a biopsy, and they found 2 tumors on the right side of my face. They did the biopsy. They found that it was aggressive skin cancer. The Lord told me not to worry because through this, the Lord would glorify himself. And he told me not to worry about anything, that he would pay for everything, not to worry about the money. And the Lord fulfilled it just the way he told me he would. They ran some tests to prepare me for surgery, and they found that I had type 2 diabetes. So the doctors were worried because they said that the healing process would be very difficult. After they did the surgery, they had to intervene 6 months later because the cancer came back. The Lord once again told me not to worry about anything, that he was with me, that he would protect me, and that after all this, he would glorify himself in me, and it would result in spiritual blessings for me. This has all been fulfilled, brothers and sisters. The Lord healed me from cancer, from type 2 diabetes, and today I'm serving the Lord with spiritual gifts in his church. I testify to give honor and glory to the Lord.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. May God bless you. I testify to praise and exalt the name of my Heavenly Father. God in prophecy told me that he would be performing a healing in my body, which I did not understand. In July, a red spot appeared on my right leg below the knee. That red spot grew, and day by day it would expand. I went to the doctor as the Lord in past prophecy had told me to do so. The doctors told me that it was erysipelas. They prescribed medication and rest at home. I went to the church, and in the worship service, his pastors laid hands on me. And after that laying of hands, I started noticing the change and how the redness has started reducing. In the process of 1 week, I noticed the redness totally disappear. This, I testify to praise and exalt the name of my Heavenly Father.
Brothers and sisters, may the Lord continue to bless you. I would like to testify to give honor and glory to the Lord. A couple months ago, I had been feeling a sharp pain on the left side of my chest, but I paid no mind to it. One day, the pain grew so much that I had to go to the ER. And just that day was a day after the Lord had spoken to me in prophecy and said to go to the doctors because they were going to have to run some tests, but not to be scared because he was going to be restoring that organ. And this is how, after those tests, they discovered I had a deficiency in one of my heart valves. And when I heard this, I was a little bit scared, but I remembered the prophecy and I prayed to the Lord, trusting in him. I would like to highlight the importance of laying on of hands and prayer because the Lord glorified himself without any type of treatment. Just a few days ago, I went back to the doctor for them to do some checkups. And when I saw the cardiologist, she said she was surprised because those tests were showing that I was completely healthy and that I needed no treatment at all. As well, I would like to testify that in my last semester, I was having issues with one of my school subjects and I failed it. And I told the Lord it was humanly impossible for them to renew my scholarship because it required for me to have an average of 4/5. And since I failed the subject, I did not have that average. And so I prayed to the Lord and I reminded him that he had given me that promise for me to study where I was studying and that he told me he would never allow for me to be put to shame and give me victory. And I trusted in his promises to the point where I didn't even know if I was going to be able to come back to school for my next semester. And this is how a couple of days ago I received the news that they had renewed my scholarship because they even sent me confirmation of it. And when I saw this news, I cried with happiness, and I thank my Lord because he did something impossible. I would like to testify this to give honor and glory to the Lord.